Welcome back to All Access episode number 2. It is Sunday, so just got back from church, and I wanted to start off the video by sharing with you guys something that I shared on my Instagram this morning, which I was really thinking about last night as, like I said, I'm officially a week out and lots of challenges coming up along the road, and I think it's something that you guys can all use and can use a reminder of in your own life, which is that no matter what you are going through today, no matter what your challenge is that you are facing, no matter what the obstacle is in front of you, that problem, that obstacle is never too big for God. So you guys know that I have a strong faith. I recommend that you guys do your best to grow a relationship with God and have a strong faith as well, because for all of the things that I've done in my life leading up to this point, I have to thank God. Now, today is Sunday, which means it is the start of my water cut. So over the next couple of days, I'm going to be gearing up the water intake. I'm going to go all in detail on how I'm going to be manipulating my weight later in the video. Today, I'm focusing on editing the video that you guys saw last week. I got to finish editing that and post it for tonight. And then I'm going to be doing some studying because I have 2 exams this week. And I'm also going to be meal prepping. So I might show you my meal prep, and then I will switch it over to my workouts and how I'm going to be getting down to the body weight that I need to get to for my meet. Thank you guys again for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the like button. I'm putting a lot into this series and to make this content, so I would really appreciate it. But I'll catch you guys later in the week. All right, guys, so today is Wednesday. I had full plans of taking you guys along for my workout last night, but unfortunately, last night I was in the ER. So, yeah, really crazy thing happened. I was in my last class of the day, and I got like this sharp shooting pain in my abdomen. It's lower right quadrant, so if you know anything about abdominal pain, what that means most times is appendicitis. So I went to the doctor and they checked me out, said I had to go to the ER. Checked in there, and luckily I do not have appendicitis, and I just had a stomach virus with abdominal pain and acute diarrhea. Fun stuff. Moral of the story, they put me on painkillers, and right now I am A-okay. So I did miss last night's workout though, and I wanted to take you guys along for that. I'm still feeling pretty groggy and kind of have a headache from those painkillers, so I'm a little bit out of it. But if you're familiar with one of these, it's a doctor's note. So do I feel all right. So I could go to my 9 a.m. but I have a doctor's note. So I'm kind of in a struggle. Do I go to my 9 a.m. or the morning after being in the ER, do I go hit a bench workout? So our start, so our, gosh dang it. So I will start off way more than someone else. You have an advantage. If you weigh more than someone else, you have an advantage, right? If I'm 168 pounds and I'm competing against someone who's 160, then those extra 8 pounds I could hold, call it 4 or 5 extra pounds of muscle. And with that extra muscle, I can train it to be stronger and lift more weight. So I have an advantage. The idea of a water cut is I sit at 3 to 4% above the cutoff for the top of the weight class, and then I cut that weight, but only in water, right? I only cut water, I don't cut muscle. And so I'll put my schedule of water consumption on the screen for this week so you guys can see how I do this, which it starts off with a water loading phase on Monday and Tuesday, and then moves into my peak consumption of water on Wednesday and Thursday, drinking 2 gallons of water, and then it moves to a rapid decline on Friday where I only drink half a gallon, and that leads into Saturday morning where I'm drinking nothing until I weigh in at like 9 a.m. And then immediately after I weigh in, I'm going to drink a bunch of water, a bunch of electrolytes. I prefer Gatorlight, if you know what that is. I'll drink a bunch of that, and I'll consume a bunch of carbs. So basically, I go right after I weigh in, I go right back above the weight cap to compete. So even when I compete, I'll be 167 or 168, and the cutoff for my weight class I think is like 165.3, and I'll be well above that after drinking a ton of water and eating a bunch of food so that my body is properly fueled to lift the weights. One short disclaimer, this is just one way to do it. There's many different methods for water cutting, but this is a very simplified version that I personally use. And when I first used it back in July of last year, I used it with great success. So now moving into sort of what I want to accomplish for this meet, I'm going to throw up on the screen my meat matrix, which is basically showing the numbers that I plan to hit in 3 different scenarios. The red line shows the numbers that I would hit on a bad day, and the green numbers show what I would hit on a really good day if I'm feeling at my best. And it provides me a range of what to do for each lift on each attempt. And you kind of make that meet matrix with a strategy, and my strategy and my goals for this meet are basically to just go out there and go 9 for 9. It's my first official powerlifting meet, so I just want to do well and build a total and put it out there. The only exception to that strategy is this is a collegiate invitational. So that being said, if a position arises where I can win my weight class, I am going to take it. So I'm probably going to be conservative through squat no matter what, because of what happened Monday of last week. But I will say, if an opportunity arises for me to win my weight class, like if one of the guys I'm competing against misses a big squat and the door opens, I'm going to take that opportunity, and my bench and deadlift numbers will immediately get more aggressive. But on that note, it's a little bit disappointing because these numbers are definitely more conservative than I was hoping leading into this series, because of a lot of unexpected things that have happened, and has kind of been capped off by the Tuesday night trip to the ER. So yeah, that definitely threw a curveball in all my plans these last 2 weeks. Almost nothing has gone how I thought it would. But last video I talked about how you always have to have a chip on your shoulder, and the lesson that I've learned while making this video is rarely in life do things go to plan. You are bound to face adversity. There's going to be obstacles and there's going to be challenges that get in your way, but how you respond to all those difficult situations that you face every day is what determines how successful you truly become.